Tuesday Thomas.
Hello, everybody in blog world.
Tuesday's a great comic. I've known her for a long time.
Oh, you're sweet.
Well, I haven't known you for that long. I've only known you for a couple of years, really.
Yeah, it's been about 2. Yeah.
Maybe less than that. So you were doing a show at a place called the Clown House.
A place called the Clown House. It was a small venue. We did Freak Show there, but that was the storytelling, characters, musical comedy, stand-up. And
what is this Freak Show?
This Freak Show, we start out with the weirdest acts imaginable to open, whether from burlesque.
Hence, I'm on the show. Go ahead.
Exactly. We do circus sideshow acts to open, sword swallowers, fire eaters, you name it, or weird performance art. Like we have this one opening act called Disasterina, performance artist, a straight guy who does this really crazy drag thing and wrote a song called Skanky Puss.
Yes.
It's kind of a techno thing, and wheeled a baby carriage out full of stuffed cats. And it's hard to even describe. It was just
I know, I know.
So bizarre.
I know Disasterina. I think I introduced you to Disasterina.
You did. Actually, it was a freak show that
yes.
He came, and so that's how we met. Yeah, that's it.
So why are you drawn to the bazaar?
What's that?
Why are you drawn to the bazaar?
I've always been drawn to the weird. I've always been drawn, when I was younger, the more depressing the music, the happier I got. I dated guys during the 80s, and I would listen to Peter Murphy and Kate Bush, and they're like, you listen to the most depressing music, but yeah, you whistle. Yeah, you're happy. You're weird. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean...
Do you consider yourself weird?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm bizarre. I'm crazy inside. I have all this anxiety. I have severe anxiety that turns into agoraphobia. And so I came from a broken home. My mother remarried to a man who was nice, but he was never home because he was a workaholic. My mother got hooked on prescription drugs. She went through an early menopause, so she was never mentally around growing up. I guess I was a latchkey kid. Because she'd be there, but she'd be so high, I never knew if she was going to cry or be happy or whatever. So I was alone. I had an older brother and a younger sister, and my mother has 26 brothers and sisters from an Italian family, but I was still all alone.
26?
26. I was still all alone. So your mind wanders, and you make up things, and you make up playmates, and you make up this, and what if this happened, and what if that happened? And, afternoon movies, which were genuinely horror movies, whether it's like Frankenstein, Godzilla, Dragon. That's what I had. That was my babysitter. Also, I do a live stream version of Freak Show,
right,
which is me as an Elvira type character, and I do this weird intro for a minute or two, and then I intro these weird acts, and then afterwards I come and I'm kind of how did you get to be able to do this? For a sword swallower, I'd be like, what made you decide you wanted to do this? Did your older brother sit on your chest and shove hot dogs down your throat, and you thought, I can make a living at this? Some kind of snarky character, and I ask him a couple questions, and the show's done. I'm having Count Smokula on next time.
Oh, I love Count Smokula.
Yeah, Count Smokula, an old Jewish vampire, accordion-playing vampire.
Yes.
Yeah, and the bands have been Rhythm Coffin. Played. We have District Verdant tonight, which is rock and roll. I've had Underground Alliance, which is a great punk band. So we vary the different acts too. They're weird and bizarre, but they're all different types.
Right.
I have a character, people who do characters.
Right.
The musical comedy is always fun part too. And the stand-up, I always pick the people I know who can work a crowd like this.
Right.
You know, because not everybody can.
It's true.
You know, it's in the, sometimes weird and dark is not in the material, it's in the delivery. So I've kind of got a good eye as to like who to pose with who and who to throw together on a show.
Right. So if people want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
At Mama Warned Me on Twitter and Instagram. Tuesday Thomas Comedian on Facebook. And you can always email me at tuesdaystrash@icloud.com.
And when's the next freak show?
May 7th,
May 7th.
here at the California Institute for Abnormal Art.
So if you're in LA,
Yeah, LA Weekly called Freak Show the place to be.
there you go. Can't beat that. Thank you, Tuesday.
Love you.
Yes.